The 3 best ways to advertise your wedding photography or filmmaking business. What's up, guys? Jordan Correces here, co-owner of the WLMA, the most result-based business mastermind for wedding photographers and filmmakers worldwide. Almost 1,000 students worldwide. We don't just help a lot of wedding photographers and filmmakers make a lot more profit, getting into 6 figures to multiple 6 figures, but their time and freedom back as well, working less and making more. And I have a really important video for you today, because today I'm going to be showing you the 3 best ways to advertise your wedding photography or filmmaking business, what we call the lead generation trio. We've seen this bring in so much profit to our wedding photography and filmmaking businesses. I'm going to show you the pros and cons of each strategy, practical ways you can actually get this to work right now in your business, case studies, so you actually see proof that this is actually working, and more free resources in the description of this video if you want to master each one of these strategies and go more in depth in each one of them. And it is through these 3 strategies that we helped one of our students, Ashley Richard, wedding photographer in Canada, scale to $155,000 a year, her first year full-time in the wedding industry. I'm not going to read her entire post. If you want, you can pause it and read it. Really inspiring story. But just to show you how fast you can scale if you really utilize this lead generation trio. Anyways, before we get started, make sure to hit that like button, that subscribe button, that notification bell, and let's dive into the good stuff. Now, the first strategy of 3 of the best ways to advertise your business if you want to get to that 6-figure to multiple 6-figure level like us is through vendor referrals. Now, as far as the pros of this strategy, the pros are if you find that one vendor or network of vendors, it can be an absolute gold mine for your business. It's almost like investing in a stock. If you find that one stock and the price keeps going up, you can ride that stock up to success. It's the same thing with vendors. If you find even just one or a couple vendors, mainly venues and planners that keep referring you, it can fill up your entire wedding season. And another pro is these leads are actually usually very warm. So they're a lot easier to convert because these leads are coming from somewhere that these prospects trust. The cons are you're relying on other people and you don't have 100% control. So even if you're having years where this is going great, I don't like to rely 100% on this strategy because there's a lot that could happen that you don't have control of. What if their business goes out of business? What if that wedding venue caught fire, and you had one caught fire or something? You had 100% of those leads through that business, and because an emergency happened to their business, you no longer get leads from them. What if they found another wedding photographer or filmmaker they prefer to refer than you? What if they're just having a bad year, which means you'll end up going to have a bad year as well. So it's a great, powerful strategy, but you do not want to rely 100% and put all of your eggs in this one basket. Now, if you need work on building your vendor referral network, these are some practical things you can do right now, especially if you're just getting into the referral game and trying to build those relationships. One of the best strategies, if you can find these opportunities, is actually to find brand new venues. Find brand new venues that have just popped up not too long ago. Find brand new wedding planners in the industry. And this is really important because these businesses are actively looking for a referral list as well. They're looking for quality people to refer. And if their business explodes and starts to really build momentum and you're on the top of the referral list, you can take that ride with them. Also, give, don't just take. A lot of new photographers and even veteran photographers in the game who try to build up these relationships or reach out to these venue owners or wedding planners, and they just simply ask if they can be on the referral list. But the truth is, these wedding planners, these venue owners, they don't know you. They don't have that trust and relationship in you yet. And they can't see what they can get out of you yet either. So why would they just simply add you on their referral list like the other 20, 30 other photographers that ask the exact same thing? So you must get in a give, don't just take mindset. So a great way to build these relationships, you can reach out to a venue owner, let them know that you're looking to build more relationships and you're offering to give headshots and real estate photos for free that they can use on their website. You can do the same for like a wedding planner, photos that they can use on their website, and use that as an opportunity. And it may take more than just one meeting. We have a student named Cortland Wilson, and I love the strategy that he does where he'll actually make videos. You could do these videos maybe on like YouTube, post them on your blog, maybe on Instagram, but he would actually make venue walkthrough videos where he'll go to a venue, He'll do a whole entire walkthrough to show all the details about the venue. And this is a really great idea because not only is Cortland's prospects getting awesome content from him, but the venue is getting free advertising from him. It gives Cortland an opportunity to build a relationship with those business owners. And they start to see Cortland as an asset and are going to be more likely to add him on the referral list if Cortland were to ask. And you could do the same thing with like podcasts and interviews, interviewing wedding planners, because it's not only creating content for you, but they're seeing you as an asset because you're creating content that is also advertising their business. So being a give, don't just take mentality. You need to make sure that these businesses can see you as an asset, see what they can get out of you as well. Now, how do you connect to like higher end venues? You may have a lot of vendors on the referral list that they already trust. It's a lot tougher to do that, but here are some pointers that you can do as well. When it comes to connecting with higher end vendors, make sure you look the part and you have the correct etiquette, especially higher end etiquette. And this is really important. I remember me and Crystal, we were shooting a high end wedding in Nashville at this really awesome high end venue. And I remember the venue owner actually came up to us, complimented on how we are dressed, because we were dressed very formal. I was in a suit and tie, and she pretty much explained that how she was so tired of photographers and videographers coming to the event but not dressing the part, dressing super casual for the event at this really luxury venue. So if you want to get on a referral list, make sure you look the part, make sure you act the part, make sure you have that etiquette. Also, you need to elevate your brand. Looking the part and having the etiquette on the part is part of this, is 100% part of this. There's this one quote I heard where if you have one bad impression, it takes 8 good impressions to clear that bad impression that you made. So look the part, but this also is when it comes to your brand on your website and your portfolio. So I review maybe 1,000 portfolios and websites a year, and there's a lot of photographers and filmmakers that need help in this. Some of you do need to elevate your portfolio, have a more elevated brand visually and non-visually, bringing up your work and also the visual and non-visual aspects of your website. So make sure you elevate your brand so people, when they see your website and your work, they see it as a high-end luxury brand. And as I said in the beginning of this part, be an asset. Be in that give, don't just take mentality. Use some of those strategies on building those relationships with the high-end vendors if you're having trouble getting your foot in the door. Maybe podcasts, interviews, seeing if they need help with real estate or headshot photos. So this gives you an opportunity to build those relationships, help them see you as an asset and get a stronger foot in that door. So those are some practical strategies you can do right now. And it was through vendor referrals where actually one of our students scaled to his second 6-figure year in his wedding photography business. His first year, he scaled to the 6 figures through a different strategy that I'm going to talk about in the very end. But his second year was very much through vendor referrals, very specifically through finding one brand new venue that happened to explode. And he was able to ride with that success as being one of their top referred vendors on the list. So just to see that this works, here's one of our students in the WLMA, Hunter Cottrell, where he hit his second 6-figure year. This year, he's very close to hitting a $200,000 year. So this works. Make sure you focus on building it. Now, strategy 2 of 3, SEO, search engine optimization. Now, when I'm talking about search engine optimization, I'm particularly talking about mainly Google and YouTube. And as far as the pros, this has a very awesome long-term algorithm that helps build long-term momentum. Unlike things like TikTok or Instagram or Facebook, where you might have a viral post that lasts, a couple days and then drops, Google and YouTube is the exact opposite. Maybe you'll post something on YouTube and the growth is really, really slow. Then it starts to pick up and then it'll literally start picking up for years and years to come. So it's a really great long-term strategy. And things with Google, let's say you've done some strategies to optimize your Google rankings. Maybe you're on that 5th or 6th page. You start doing SEO strategies and you start building that momentum up little by little. In 4 to 6 months, you'll usually start really seeing amazing results as far as building those Google rankings, and it's going to last for the long term, not just a couple of days, but you're going to have those Google rankings for a very long time as long as you keep quality up. And often, especially when it comes to Google and YouTube, the leads who come from Google and YouTube are usually very warm leads, since either they found you on Google searches or on YouTube, if they see videos like this, you're talking to them, they see your face, and it just builds a lot more trust. They see the person behind the business. So you often get much warmer leads through SEO, through Google and YouTube. Now, as far as the cons, it is more of a long-term strategy. For example, if you needed leads now, like this week, suddenly starting SEO would not be a good strategy. I'm going to show you a very great short-term and long-term strategy in the end of this video. But with SEO, this is something that takes time. If you know what you're doing, it takes maybe about 4 to 6 months to really start seeing momentum build. Now, here are some very practical things you can do to build up your SEO right now. Mainly on Google, a little bit on YouTube as well. Some of these strategies interlap each other. Now, as far as what you can do to optimize your SEO on your website, make sure you have the correct keywords that prospects are searching for in the headers of your website. So whatever program you use, research wherever you add in the keywords and headers, and research what your prospects are looking up and add in those keywords in those headers. Also making sure you are posting on your website very relevant content that your prospects are actually searching. Ensure your location is listed on your website. I audit maybe 1,000 wedding photography and filmmaking websites a year, and I cannot tell you how many business owners I run across that don't even have the city and state that they're located in on their website. So make sure you do that right now. Another strategy you can use is backlinks. This is actually a strategy that even some of the biggest corporations do, and pretty much a backlink is when you have your website URL posted on other websites. And the more authoritative the website is, the more powerful the backlink is. And these almost act like votes. And the more Google sees that you have your URL on other websites, that helps bring authority in Google's eyes. Also, make sure you have a local Google listing. This is something you can easily do right now as well. Weekly blogging and YouTube videos is also a really important strategy. Start writing blogs every single week with the keywords of what you know your prospects are searching. And the same thing with YouTube videos. Make YouTube videos on a weekly basis on what you know your prospects are searching, and you can put those videos on your blogs as well. And when it comes to your website, make sure you don't overstuff keywords. These are some things when it comes to SEO that you can do right now. And actually, if you want to learn even more about SEO, we have a really inexpensive SEO guide that you can buy in the description of this video. I'm going to make sure we link that link in the description of this video. And after you watch this, you can download that complete SEO guide, and we literally teach you everything you need to know on how to build and scale your SEO so you can really uplevel your Google rankings. And it was actually through SEO, this was maybe about 50% of their strategy, that we helped Manny and Ashley scale their wedding photography and filmmaking business to the 6 figures. Here's a post they sent when they hit another 5-figure month. This is when it was an $11,000 month, but we recently got them to 6 figures. We have a podcast interview with them on YouTube that you can search as well. SEO was half of their strategy. I'm about to show you the other half of their strategy on this third one right now. Now, strategy 3 of the best ways to advertise your wedding photography and filmmaking business is through meta ads or Facebook and Instagram ads. Now, the pros of this: meta ads are incredibly fast. This is why this is a great both short-term and long-term strategy, because if you're in a situation where you need leads now, you need leads within the next 24 hours, you need leads this week. If you know what you're doing, meta ads can get you leads within like a couple hours. And it also casts a very wide net in a short amount of time. We're often getting around 20 to 100 plus leads every single month. And these are not just like random leads. These are actually newly engaged couples who are opting into our offers. We're getting them into our funnels, and we're getting permission to market them on a month-to-month basis. Imagine 20 to over 100 plus newly engaged wedding leads finding out about you and actually giving you permission to continue to market to them. And it's also very cheap. You know, we often spend maybe $100, $200 a month on ad spend. That's less than what you'd be spending on things like Wedding Pro or The Knot. I've met some wedding photographers spending up to $1,500 a month on things like Wedding Pro and barely breaking even. So it is very, very cheap and very profitable. With that $100 to maybe $200 we spend a month, and those 20 to 100 leads we're getting on a month-to-month basis, we're often turning that $100 to $200 a month in ad spend into $10,000 to $30,000 months. Sometimes for our students who are really pushing this and have an associate team, even hitting $30,000 to $50,000 months. So we're very often getting people to the six figures to multiple six figures through Facebook and Instagram ads, or meta ads, what you call it now. So those are the pros. As far as the cons, these leads that end up in your funnel often start out as colder leads that must be nurtured. They're often not as warm as a vendor referral lead or a lead that came through Google searches. So they often need to be placed in a funnel where you can nurture them, turn strangers into raving fans. I would say this could be debatable, but I would say when it comes to Facebook and Instagram ads, there's a little bit more of a learning curve versus SEO. I think the strategies to up-level your SEO are easier, but it is obviously 100 to 200 times faster. And obviously another con is it is not free. Unlike vendor referrals or SEO where you're getting free organic leads, you are spending money to get leads, getting leads through money instead of time. And in the description of this video, I have more free resources where you can master this skill as well. And it is through Facebook and Instagram ads where we actually helped our student Tom Michael in New Jersey. He was only making maybe like $500 a month when we first started working with him. We got him to six figures in 9 months, purely through mainly Facebook and Instagram ads. The following year, we got him to the multiple six figures. And then the year after that, he was able to build a seven-figure company. But when he built a seven-figure company, it wasn't just through Facebook and Instagram ads. He was using the whole entire lead generation trio: vendor referrals, SEO, and meta ads. So this is why you want to utilize the lead generation trio. This is why these three things are the three best ways to advertise your business. If you want, you can pause the video, read what Tom said here. Really inspiring story on how he was able to build a seven-figure wedding photography and filmmaking company. But just to show you how important the lead generation trio is, you must master all three of these. And this is what actually our complete wedding photography and filmmaking business strategy looks like. Over here on the left, we have our lead generation trio: SEO, Facebook and Instagram ads, and vendor referrals. We also have certain lead magnets where they're opting into an offer and we're getting permission to continue to market to them. That may lead to email marketing. We have specific emails we teach our students to send. Through that, we may be able to lead them to our website, to our blogs, to our Facebook, to our TikTok, our Instagram, wherever you want to see them. They may schedule an engagement session with you as they build more trust in your brand. And as we start turning these strangers into raving fans of our brand, they inquire. We have a specific way we handle those inquiries, specific way that we do those wedding consultations to actually get like $5,000 to $10,000 weddings, upsell $1,000 to $3,000 in album spreads. And we turn all of these leads into booked weddings on a month-to-month process. And we're able to hit those $10,000 to $50,000 months. And this is literally the entire map and strategy of what we do on a month-to-month basis. Now, if you desire to master this lead generation trio and book more $5,000 to $10,000 bookings like us and our students get newly engaged wedding leads every single month, I'd like to invite you to schedule a complimentary business audit found in the description of this video. And this will be with me or someone from our team who is a wedding business marketing expert. And in this business audit, that's completely free, we're going to diagnose your business, audit your website and portfolio, see how much you can potentially charge, build the fastest roadmap to your goals, and see if and how we can help. It's going to be incredibly valuable. It will be the most valuable 45 minutes you invest in your business this year. Along with these complimentary business audits, in the description of the video, you can also find one of our free trainings. This is a 15-minute training, and it will teach you everything on how we've scaled people to six figures, sometimes as fast as 180 days, 6 months, which is absolutely insane. Most people hit six figures within years. We've done it as fast as 6 to 9 months. So in the description of the video, you can find the link. You can sign up for the training, and it'll lead you to a page that looks like this, where you can watch the training. On the bottom, still schedule and apply for one of our complimentary business audits as well. Anyways, guys, I hope you found this video incredibly valuable. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell, comment if you have any questions as well. If you're really serious about your business, make sure that you master these three best ways to advertise your wedding photography and filmmaking business. These are so important, and we have so many case studies to prove that these will work for you as well. And we'll see you on the next video, and we'll see some of you very ambitious wedding photographers and filmmakers in a complimentary business audit on Zoom as well. Talk soon.